So this is hello everyone, this is Dan Telberg, and this is a ash bear. Now I'm putting this with the Lee Coro builds, despite the color scheme, but because that's where it was seen in the Mask of Light movie. But one thing to keep in mind is, at least in my uh, my universe, my version of the Bionicle universe, which eventually I'm gonna write some stuff or maybe do some stop motions about it. The ash bear is actually found throughout Montanui, and the only place it isn't found is the only places it isn't found is Po Koro / Po Wahi and Ga Koro / Ga Wahi. And at least in my universe, the only reason why it doesn't show up in those regions is because Pokoro is too dry and Gakoro is too wet. So it stays out of those areas. But it's fine in Takoro because it is a large enough creature that it can distribute the heat properly. It's large enough but thin enough that it can distribute the heat and stay cool. And it also stay cool by eating the lava mites, as the lava mites have a natural cooling agent sort of thing within their bloodstream. So if you consume them, you're able to get a quick burst of cool without freezing yourself. Now, I know this is an ash bear, and I'm using Nex's fanged headpiece, but I just think it works better with the color scheme than Stringer's piece, and I wanted to keep it orange like it is in the original film. Now, for articulation, you've got a ball joint at the head, you've got ball jointed shoulders, hinge jointed elbows, ball jointed ankles, although if I remember correctly from my animal science class, that's not actually how those limbs work, but I might be wrong about that. Ball jointed hip, hinge jointed knee, ball jointed ankle. Once again, I might be wrong about my animal anatomy when talking about which thing is what. But he's got decent armor coverage on the back here. Not too much frame showing. And then the bottom is just a car's chest piece. So now the reason it has two different types of claws is I didn't have 4 of either of these claw design ideas. So I decided to kind of keep it with the image I had found where the front claws were smaller than the back claws. So that's my justification for using these parts. But that about does it for the ash bear. See you next week.